Hey guys, I am doing a disassembly video on the Replicant. I'm hoping everything stays in shot. But anyway, doing a disassembly video on this Replicant. I feel like a lot of people have trouble taking this apart. I was one of those people. I needed a fucking video to show me how to take this thing apart, since some of these screws like to spin and I didn't know how to go about it. But so I'm here to show you. So here is the knife, as you can see. I'm disassembling this so I can re-anodize it a different color and polish the liners. So what you want to do is take a heat gun first to the pivot screws and the Zen pin screws. After you do that, you can take it apart. It's going to be a T10 driver for the pivots, T10 Torx. So you do that, and the easiest way to do it is you lock the handles up, creating tension on the pivot so they don't spin on the sex bolts. So you do that. Bam. And the pivot screws come free. Next, you get your T8, unscrew your Zen pin screws. Again, squeezing the handles, and make sure that you put like a hair dryer or blow dryer to them, because everything on mine came Loctited. And since I was a doofus and didn't put the heat gun to my carbon fiber version, I do have a broken screw. So make sure you do that. And you've successfully taken off the pivot screws and the Zen pin screws. So unlatch it. You can take the blade out using something to poke it with. Anyway guys, like I was saying, you just need a small, thin tool. I'm using an Allen key to push the pivot sex bolts through. And you can just pull them out. And there goes one handle. There you go. And that's the other one. So just push them out with a small tool. And here you have your blade. Okay, now that we've done the pivot screws removed, you should have 4 washers. Let's see. And some of them might be hiding out in one of the handles. I'm not in focus. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. So you should have 4 washers. Alright, put them off to the side. Should also have 2 pivot bushings that look like this. Like that. And you just have your blade and handles. I think this is the hardest part for most people, is taking these damn things apart. So I'll show you a little trick. I'm gonna get up close to the camera for this. Okay. So what you want to do, ordinarily, let's see, this is a T8? Yeah. So ordinarily, try to unscrew. The sex bolts will spin on the back. So what you want to do, especially when you're first taking it apart, is do this. You see, you kind of splay it out like this, split it. Use the Zen pin to stop it like this in this position, you see. And that'll create tension on these screws so you can unscrew them.
If it worked, there we go. And that's one. As you can see, I have to do a little bit more. And that is the second one.
And that's the trick to taking apart those handles. And there you go. Now you have that taken apart. And now you can take the scales off and the spacers out and everything else out, basically. And this handle is completely taken apart, as you can see. I hope you can see. Oh, and it's not in focus. There we go. As you can see, this this handle is completely taken apart. And that's that. And then you just do the same thing to the other side. Yeah. So you splay it like a deck of cards. Like this. Kind of split them. That'll create tension on the body screws and you can take them out. But then you could, if you want to add more tension, you could use your fingers and forcefully push these opposite sides like this, creating more tension on these sex bolts. And just like that, you can take apart your bite handle too. And you are all done. You have successfully taken apart your BRS replicant. You're left with all these bits. Yeah. You can take off your latch, you can anodize, and you can do some heavy blade work. Thanks guys. I hope this wasn't too terrible of a video. I hope it helped some people out. And peace.